Hey, so today I'm gonna share you a drawing that I did for a friend. He's a very dear friend of mine, who is a person who is on a spiritual path as well for quite a while. So you can imagine we have very long and deep conversations together, very helpful as well sometimes. And so he is unemployed as well at the moment because of COVID, and so he takes the time to train himself in some energy therapy. So, we both believe that we are in a change of humanity. We are at the verge of a new era, and that we have to decide now where we want to go. Do we want to be workers of the light, or do we want to be in the ego, and so on. Not the topic of this video, but basically he's working very hard on this energy therapy that he's doing. It's a physical therapy, massage therapy, but with energies, and very, very interesting. He's a Reiki master as well. So it's all in this line. And he met a girl. He met a girl, and kind of, wow, she's really great. And of course everything else went a little bit into the background, and this was very important. But there was a conflict. She was leaving the country to take care of some family problems at home. So he asked me, where is this gonna go? And I said, I don't do future readings, but let's see. So I drew a card for him. His situation at the moment. I didn't ask about her because, again, didn't have the permission, and I don't think it was important at the moment. It was important for him to understand why this was happening to him, because he was like, why is this always happening to me? And the second card I drew was an advice for him. So first card I drew was the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is cups are emotions, and the six is that energy of the lover. This guy who is torn between two things, so the impossibility of taking a decision. And I said to him, I have the feeling that you are not really in love, because you don't let yourself really decide to pour your heart into one thing. You're still kind of drawn to the other. And he confirmed that. He said, yes, he doesn't dare really fall in love because he knows that she's gonna leave. So he's kind of between that. He was exactly in that energy of the Six of Cups. All right then, so what advice did the tarot give him? And I drew the Three of Swords, and that really was difficult to interpret, because usually that card, as you can see, is of heartbreak, and you have that heart and all the swords in it. So it is usually a little bit of a negative card, but I thought it can't be a negative card because it is the advice. So the advice cannot be a heartbreak. So I was a bit stuck, and I just thought, let's just let yourself go with the image and the first thing that pops into your mind. And what popped into my mind was the swords are the mental, the thoughts, the power of, the thoughts. And I had the impression that he had to shut his heart up, basically. That for once, even though often you say the contrary, but I think in this case it was important for him that his reasoning, that his mental would take over his heart. To kind of, don't lose your path. You have a path, you have a plan, you are working on it, and you let yourself distract by a woman who comes by. So because he is a very emotional person. He you know, when he falls in love, he falls in love, which is great. But here again, you know, it's kind of the meaning, you know, keep in your line, don't lose your aim, keep it inside, and don't let yourself distract. That was the impression that I had at the moment, and I told him as well. He took what he took. He said, well, that's interesting, and I don't think he really listened to me, you know, really. He didn't agree with me, probably because he is someone who is just too much into the emotion, and he wants to give his love. He's looking for the one that he can just take out his heart and give to that person. But for me, it was a little bit, you know, now it's not the time for that. We are entering in a new humanity, and you have to work now. You know, it's important to prepare yourself for that. But okay, we did another drawing a couple of weeks later, actually I think 3 weeks later, which I will probably share with you as well, because that's a very interesting, that was a very interesting drawing. But yeah, so that was a very short one and interesting one. So thank you for watching, and see you for the next video. Thank you, bye.